is going on, everyone, and welcome to Kart 63. My name is Ben. Thank you very much for stopping by. Real quick, if you didn't mind hitting a like on this video, possibly subscribe to the channel, that would be sweet. I would really appreciate it. Kart 63 is brought to you by TrackTac Tire Treatments. Videos about TrackTac, yeah. Burris Racing Tires, and beardoctane.com. Okay, so you say, but Ben, the channel, it's sponsored by Burris. This is correct. I also am an open racer, which means that I run open tires, which means that if I go to whatever, the channel's sponsored by Burris, obviously, big fan of Burris. I'm going to, suggest Burris or do my best in order to point people in the right direction as far as TrackTac products and use on Burris, but it would be beyond me. No, that's not the right term. It would be unbecoming of me. There we go. To not know that other places down south, everywhere else, Reaper tires have become a prevalent force in the racing community. I know. There's the whole drama with getting tires in. It looks like that seems to be coming to an end here. Hopefully everybody gets the tires they need for the races they need. But being a TrackTac guy, and because the channel is sponsored by TrackTac, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put out a video and let you know what I have heard and what I've experienced about Reapers that lets me know what TrackTac products are going to work the best. Okay, kind of like last video, all of them will work. All of the TrackTac line will work on a Reaper tire. That being said, my experience kind of correlates with the people that I have, the boots on the ground, if you will, the people that I speak to about what is working with the Reaper tires at track, what they're doing to them, this and that. I do talk to people. It's I try and find, or I'll ask questions, and I try and find these things out because I want to make videos about it, because I want to have that resource for people to come back and say, hey, what did Ben say about, what TrackTac products worked on Reaper. So I'm going to say up front that I think, much like a Burris, the Reaper tire actually does, it can take internal, but it doesn't need it. This is, from my experience up here, four tire. I got some tires, and I heavy rolled them because, I needed to know what you could do to the tire, and honestly, I saturated the inside of the tire and I slowed them down. That's what I felt up here. Because we have soft tracks, I figured, hey, I'm going to absolutely abuse a set of tires. I'm going to heavy roll them internally. I'm going to hotbox them. I'm going to hit them heavy with a like a Topaz or a BTGP, and I'm really going to try and drop the durometer. Spoiler, they don't like to be dropped. They're very stubborn when it comes to that. You can drop them, but it takes a lot of abuse in order to get them to drop. I think the Reaper's better set keeping it at that 50 plus duro. You can drop it a little bit. You can roll some internal. I'm going to suggest going light. I would say no more than 2 ounces internal for right sides, half that for left, whatever you want to break down for CCs if you do it that way. But I'm going to say something simplistic. I'm going to say if you're going to roll internally, just go something simplistic, something to just add a little bit of bite to the tire, something like AT2. Very well-used chemicals. This is similar to your Hot Lap 2, for those of you who didn't know that. TrackTac's line of that. Similar, not the same. Yeah, but something very basic. Even this. If you want to roll Ruby on the inside, a bite adder that isn't going to be overly strong in order to, I don't think working the tread to drop the durometer is a great idea on Reapers. That's just from my experience, from people I've talked to, they don't like it. So you're talking, all right, hey Ben, I did roll them. I rolled 2 ounces on the right side. I rolled 1 ounce on the left sides. We're good to go. What do you do at track? I'd say there are two main staples when it comes to, say, a southern type of track. If you're running southern, you're gonna do black sand. you're going to do black sand 50-50 with Acrosol or Track Tax Quick Dry, either or. You can also use naphtha VMP. I never can get that sequence of numbers right. Something to lighten it up. You can also, if you have the Track Tack line, you could probably lighten up the black sand with Ruby. You can lighten up the black sand with some of the AT2. But what you want to do is, you want to build bite without trying to bite into the tread much, trying not to drop that durometer. You're just going to layer bite into it. So when you get to the track, and that's what I've heard from numerous people, that once you have a reaper there, you can you might, if you've already brought them from home, whatever it is, but at the track you could surface them if you like. I hear they like to be sanded, something a little lighter, something in the 220 range, but then wipe. What you're doing is you're not actually destroying the tread. You're not destroying it. You're not trying to break down the tread, but what you're trying to do is add bite to the tire. So something like Ruby, something half and half with black sand and Acrosol. You're just going to be wiping before you go out, allowing it to dry in between coats, because that's imperative. That that allows the solvents to come out, and it allows the bite agents to leave there on the tread. If you keep them wet and you keep on wiping, it's just going to do some. You have a better chance at wiping, letting it dry, wiping, letting it dry. It'll let you know exactly when it doesn't want to take anymore. And I don't think you're going to really run into that problem with a Reaper. I think they're a simpler tire to deal with at track, and lighter, multiple wipes is absolutely fine. I don't think that you're going to need to abuse them. Some of my favorite preps up north, especially for like a Vega Yellow or an SS11, if I really need to bite it up, is going to be your BTGP, your Better Than GoP, or your Topaz, or something like Blue. In order to get into the tread more, in order to drop that durometer, or in order to hook up to our very soft tracks. Down south, not so much. I think you need that tread still pretty hard. A nice duro, 50, 55, 60, depends when the Reapers are coming in at, and just wiping them for bite. So something like the Ruby, the AT2, the Black Sand are going to be absolutely fantastic out of the Track Tack line for you. Sorry about that. Got a little frog in my throat. I don't know if I went dry or I ran her dry. So I ran her out of fuel or oil or something like that. The throat was just like, dude, why are you talking so long? Anyway, I just think that you're going to have a better chance at the tire being faster if you don't try and abuse it. Trust me, when I hit them hard, it didn't agree with it. The Reapers did not agree with it. I don't know if they changed the formulation up until this point. I don't have anything new. I think the newest tires I have are 2023, and maybe I'll have some 2024s depending on how the next couple weeks go, if I go do something or not. Don't think I'm going to do it, but I might purchase some newer Reapers in order to go do that race. But just in general, I've heard that you can like super abuse them and get the duro to come down, but I also found that the sets that I did came right back up within a matter of weeks. Like, it's a very resilient tread. That's why I say chemicals like the Ruby, like AT2, and like Black Sand are going to be your choice. They're just going to add to the bite of the tire. They're not so much trying to drop that durometer. I just think it's going to work better out of the Track Tack line. Those are the ones that I'm going to suggest. I know that, with racing season coming up, with Reaper races being at the forefront of a lot of tracks in the United States now, you're going to need, if you run Track Tack, you might want to have an idea of where to go. And I just thought I'd give you kind of a starting point. So there you go. That nice, simple, nice and easy. I'm prepping the Kart for this weekend, going to Weedsport. Well, this will be on Sunday. You'll see this on Sunday. So I'll be racing on Sunday. When you see this, I'll be at the track. Or I'll be on my way to the track. Yeah, I'll be on my way. I'm leaving like 6:30, something like that. It's about an hour and a half trip. Something like that. Yeah. So I'll be on my way or there, just getting there by the time you see this video. Oh, I'll be on my way still. Yeah, I can't do math. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody coming by and checking out this video. Remember that Kart 63 is brought to you by Track Tack Tire Treatments, Burris Racing Tires, and BeardOctane.com. I hope that we had I'm recording this on a Wednesday. Live streams tomorrow. I hope we had a good time. I'm sure we did. But I thought I'd record this early just because I have a lot to do. I got tires to get ready. I might scale again just to make sure I know where I'm at. It's probably a really good idea to get on the scales again after a race. Make sure everything is where it's supposed to be, and make sure my tires are staggered correctly for this weekend. So we got all that going on. I wanted to get this out of the way. And if you didn't know, Saturday's my birthday. Not that you guys really care, but it is my birthday. I'm going to be out with the family, going to do that on Saturday and go race on. It's going to be a great weekend. I can't freaking wait, man. But thank you all for coming by and supporting me. Thank you all for hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. I absolutely appreciate every single one of you, every single week, every single video, everything you do for me. I can't thank you enough. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get to work here. I got some tires. I got work to do. I better get at it. All right. Later.